You're not too late. Unless, of course, you're sitting still. Hi, my name's Anthony and I'm an independent filmmaker. Let me guess, you think it's too late. You're staring down the window of a ticking clock, convinced you've missed the window to make your mark. Maybe you've passed 30 or 40 or 50 years old and you think that that ship has sailed. Well, guess what? The ship hasn't sailed. It's sitting there at the dock, waiting for you to stop sulking and climb on board. But let's get real, this is not going to be easy. It's not supposed to be. If this were easy, everyone would be doing it, and the world would be drowning in mediocre spy thrillers, artisanal coffee table books, and films about talking animals finding redemption in the third act. Although, actually, I would watch that movie. The truth is, you are not too late, but you're wasting your time if you think waiting for permission is the answer. The system is not built for you to succeed. It's built to protect itself. Studios, gatekeepers, algorithms, they do not care about your vision, your story, or anything. They care about their bottom line. So here's the play. Stop asking for permission and start building anyway. First off, let's dispel this myth of being too late. Do you know that when Ridley Scott made Alien, he was 42 years old? When Catherine Bigelow won an Oscar for The Hurt Locker, 58. And Morgan Freeman didn't become Morgan Freeman until Driving Miss Daisy, and he was 52. Age isn't your enemy, fear of failure is. And let me tell you, failure isn't that scary. Failure is data. It's just the universe saying, hey, maybe try another approach. But the real killer isn't failing. It's never starting. The regret of inaction is far greater than the sting of rejection. But I don't have the connections, the money, or the right moment, and neither did half of the people who've succeeded. And here's the secret. Nobody starts with the perfect conditions. Do you think Spielberg had LinkedIn connections in the 70s? Come on. All right, so let's talk about the 3 pillars of, quote, making it. If you want to make it, you've got to master these 3 pillars: the technical, the financial, and the emotional. Can you learn your craft? Yes. Can you fake it till you make it? Also, yes, don't wait years obsessing over degrees or accolades. Artistry is about specificity, not generalities. Learn what you need, build systems, and iterate. Here's the kicker. Talent is a myth. You want to be better? Break it into small steps and practice. You're not naturally gifted? Perfect. That makes your inevitable success all the more satisfying. Number 2, financial. The starving artist archetype. This is overrated. You can't make films or anything else if you can't pay rent. Figure out how to fund your dream. Crowdfunding, side gigs, selling your soul to corporate work temporarily. Do whatever it takes. Just don't sit around waiting for someone to hand you a blank check. And here's a fun fact. Gatekeepers aren't interested in your big vision. They are interested in risk mitigation. Learn their language. Learn to talk ROI, audiences, and scalability. It's gross, but it works. And the 3rd pillar is the hardest part, I think. Can you keep going when no one cares? When rejection feels personal? When your own brain tells you you're not good enough? The answer? You kind of have to. Rejection isn't a sign to stop. It's a sign that you're in the game. Nobody shoots a bench warmer. Why the world needs you. The world doesn't need more safe, cookie-cutter content. It needs you. Your perspective, your story, and your grit. And here's the thing about age and experience. It's your secret weapon. You've lived. You've failed. You've succeeded. That means your work can carry weight, emotional resonance, and depth. People love a comeback. They love the story of someone who said screw it and went all in when the odds were stacked against them. But let's not get too high on our own supply. At the end of the day, audiences want to be entertained. If you're making a film, writing a book, or launching a project, you've got to ask yourself, is it gripping? Is it fun? Will people care? That is where the tension and stakes come in. The thrill in thriller. The gut punch at the end of a drama. Give the audience something to talk about when they leave the theater or close your website. Think of Alfred Hitchcock. The man did not just make suspenseful films. He made you feel like your heart was going to explode. And that's what your bar should be. That's what you're aiming for. Emotional buy-in. And here's the truth. You are playing with house money. If you're watching this and thinking of starting or starting again, you're already ahead of 99% of the people out there. Why? Because most people never try. And that's a tragedy. The fear of failure, that's just your ego whispering in your ear. Tell it to shut the F up. So here's the play. Risk big, focus on the upside, not the downsides, and build something only you can build. The world needs bold creators, not excuses. You're not too late, but you better get moving. And if all else fails, just add explosions. It works for Michael Bay.